Namaste, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 signs that you, contrary to how you might think and feel in this moment, are on track for spiritual enlightenment. This video is for those people who intuitively sense they are on this spiritual journey towards enlightenment, towards the big payoff, but don't feel like they are. The video is to remind you of what you already know, to confirm what your intuition is already telling you, that you are on track. These are 5 signs, 5 things, 5 commonalities for people on this profound spiritual journey of growth and expansion and consciousness evolution. Number 1 is you really want enlightenment, and you genuinely are fed up with the ego drama. Like you've had enough. You're becoming aware that, okay, there's this ego, there's like this second me that seems to have an annoying grip on my life, on my thinking, on my emotions, on my decisions, on everything. You know, I'm onto it, and frankly, I've had enough because I'm seeing more clearly the pain and the suffering that's involved with being controlled by this ego. So I don't want enlightenment because I think it's cool, because I want to escape. I genuinely want it because I'm done. So if you feel done with this earth game, with this ego game, with the drama, with the cycles, the karmic cycles of pain and suffering and anguish that you're now more aware than ever before, that are continuing to play out in your life, and you know there needs to be a shift, there needs to be a transcendence of your consciousness in order to really be free. And that's something you want deeply. Number 2 is you woke up to the fact that you're still dreaming. Most people walk through life oblivious to the fact that they are more than they think they are. That there is more to reality than they were taught in their school books, by their teachers and by their parents and by what the news has to report. Most people, they live in a very limited reality, unaware of just how powerful and expansive and deep they actually are. But those headed for enlightenment will manifest something in their life to shake them awake, to wake them up to the fact that they're not as awake as they could be. So enlightenment the path of enlightenment can initially feel like you're devolving, you're de-evolving or whatever. You're becoming less present and aware and spiritual, because what's happening is a light has finally turned on within your mind. You can now see yourself and see the folly of your ways, see your inner workings. And you can kind of see all the work that needs to be done. But by now, you know you're not as awake as you want to be, but you know you're no longer asleep as you were. And this can happen in many ways. A lot of times people just suddenly wake up 30, 40 years old, 50 years old, really, really depressed, really with anxiety, and they think, why? Well, why? Well, nothing's the matter. I gotta been living my life. What now? Why do I feel all of this right now? Some people attract kind of a mystical encounter, a wake up, a near-death experience. Something happens in their life, and it triggers their consciousness to wake up, a yearning, a desire to wake up. But if you're on the path of enlightenment, then you know you're still dreaming, but you don't want to be. Number 3, I wrote down, your snow globe life has been shaken up. Imagine your whole life sitting there dusty on a shelf, and some little kid walks up and they're playing with it, they're throwing it around, they're shaking it, they're dropping it, and that's your life. That's how you might feel. You might feel like it's so much, you just kicked up. Emotions, old memories, all these weird dreams of your past and your childhood, your life, the life situation, your career. Apologize about the noise, there's a big thing driving by. Your career, everything has just been shaken up and put forth for reevaluation from your new, more wakeful eyes. Okay? But the experience of this can make you feel like, I'm not even close to enlightenment. I feel so overwhelmed. So many things going on at once. What the heck is a person to do in this situation? I'm not ready for enlightenment. Yeah, it's something I'd like to do, but I can't meditate. I can't maintain a routine of consistent yoga. Not now. Now with my snow globe all in disarray. That's part of it. That's just the waking up process to your unconsciously lived life prior to now. And with that awareness, even though it's overwhelming because we get it quickly, but that awareness, you can start putting the little particles of snow globe where they want to be, where you want them. You can start creating your life finally, consciously. Prior to that, your parents and your school teachers and whatever it is rain down snow into your globe and put it wherever they want. And now you get to kind of shake it up, and yeah, it's a lot, but you get to kind of put it all where you want. This is a very common experience, the overwhelm, the having so many things you want to change, but not the time or the energy to do it. That's so common for those on this path of spiritual enlightenment. Number 4 is that you might feel bombarded with inconvenient truths about yourself, about your character, about the way you've lived your life, about your friends, about your family, about just like the world you live in, the societal structure of everything, your career, your house, where you are in the context of your life. It can feel like it's all wrong. You're looking at it, it's like, wow, I can see that now. I can see that there is something going on with the government, and they don't seem to have our best interests at heart. They do seem to let a lot of like unhealthy things slide and pass so that we can consume them in our daily life because it makes corporations money. That's part of it. Realizing your group of friends aren't as good of friends as you thought. And you can kind of start to sense how they feel about you in truth. And it's like, wow, do I really want to like still hang out with these people now that I know how they actually feel about me? Or God forbid, your parents seeing their truth. And then even the hardest thing is seeing the truth within yourself. Waking up to the fact that, wow, I made some mistakes. I've said some things to people that I wouldn't have said now, knowing what I know now. And I got a lot to deal with. There's a lot of old unresolved issues that are constantly bubbling up in my mind, in my life, playing out in my reality, in my circumstances, in my life manifestations. And it's like, oh my goodness, all this inconvenient truth. But that's all enlightenment is. It's seeing clearly. It is the truth. And the truth will set you free. The truth will allow you to live your life consciously and align yourself with friends that you resonate with, that dig you and love you for who you are. And to maybe set boundaries with toxic people who don't have your best interests at heart and have been draining you and sort of preventing you from flying like the bird you are. It'll make you make smarter choices with your health and your nutrition and your diet and just things of that nature. You can really optimize yourself and feel your best and live your best life. This bombardment of inconvenient truth is going to allow you to start living consciously and making wise soul-like decisions and creating a life that actually is a reflection of who you truly are. But it's an exhausting, wild, all over the place type of process. But that's the path of enlightenment that your soul is going on. And you're not even doing it just for you. You'll get there. And you'll say, oh wow, it was all worth it. But then you'll, by your example, help other people get there as well. Number 5, you are willing to make uncomfortable changes. You're willing. You don't like it any more than I do, but you're willing to step outside your comfort zone and take that leap of faith and say no to that person who's been controlling you, to leave the job that no longer satisfies you, to express to your friends and family that this is who I actually am. This is how I actually think about things. Take it or leave it. This is who I am. It's not comfortable. It's comfortable and easy to not go against the grain, to be the character people expect you to be, to settle for a life that you don't truly love. It's hard. It takes courage, and lots of it, to step continually into the darkness of the unknown. But that's what you're doing. That's what you've been doing. And that's all it takes. It's a matter of saying, I will no longer take counsel from my ego. I will now let my intuition, which is who I really am, take the wheel. And it's okay that the ego's there for a while. Just like General George Patton, you probably have all heard of him. He was asked one time, a real famous leader, a war leader, said, do you ever get afraid on the battlefield? He chuckled and said, of course I do. I feel afraid all the time. I just don't take counsel from it. And that's what you're doing. That's what this is all about. Learning to let your intuition guide you. And it might not always be smooth. You might not always have this effortless faith. And it will oftentimes be uncomfortable as you align with who you truly are. But that's something that if all of these things are resonating with you, even if you feel you haven't been doing that to your fullest, which none of us do, that's something you have in you. You have it in you to be yourself fully.